I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living."
Today I'm going to share with you 3 simple steps to help ease sciatica and help you get back to life. Hi, I'm Dr. Matt Bradbury, family corrective chiropractor, and here we are at One Life Family Chiropractic, our practice here in Georgetown, Ontario, Canada. And if you're dealing with that low back, maybe pain in your glute down your leg and it's nagging and it's deep, and you notice that it shoots potentially down, and maybe it's hard to sit, stand, or move, or even get comfortable when you sleep, well, you're not alone. That may be sciatica. And today I'm going to share with you 3 simple steps that you can do to help potentially get yourself more comfortable and get yourself just functioning better overall so that you can keep up with life. And I know as a busy parent myself, you may find like there's days where maybe it's just hard to get moving, especially if you're suffering with this. And the most important thing, is that you don't stop, you get moving, because movement is so important for your healing. But some simple things that I want to help you understand is that if you're sitting there watching this, make sure first of all that you're standing up, because right away that's going to help you keep up with life better and potentially keep up with your kids that much better too. But we weren't designed to sit like this for potentially 7 hours, 35 hours a week. So it's really important. Stand up, move around every 20 to 30 minutes. And as a corrective chiropractor, essentially I'm looking to see if that spine's shifted and those nerves are irritated. And if you have sciatica, that is going to be a factor in how you function, how you heal. Remember, all those nerves control your muscles, your organs, and all the important things start in your brain and sends messages down your spinal cord to the rest of you for function and healing. So important to consider that the health of your spine and nervous system. Today we're going to talk about how to improve the way you move, also some simple things you can do to help condition your glutes, your core, your low back to help you keep up with life that much better. So sciatica is most often caused by nerve pressure down through here, L5, S1, and those nerves that go down the back of your leg. So some things you want to consider, especially if you're a man or a woman in your 30s, 40s, 50s, this may be impacting your energy, your ability to move. There's lots of hope in terms of helping you heal, and I've seen many people in my own office help revive their own capacity to heal. And just, in terms of when it comes to that 50-50 relationship, start taking action on their own end to help change their life and get moving, and some things that have really helped them heal along the course of their care and keep up with life that much better. So some simple things just to help calm your body. First of all, start with the 90-90 sit. And what I want you to do is, many people find this position really helpful, where they just relax on the ground for 5 to 10 minutes. And all they have to do is hang out here, but focus on what we call your 360 breathing. And what I want you to do is just take a big belly breath, 4 seconds out. Remember, longer out than in. 2 seconds in. And really focus on the breathing component. You can start, 5 to 10 minutes here, but if you start with just a minute, that would be beneficial in terms of a 1 minute, more or less, helping calm your nervous system and really helping to just reset you in terms of find your state, breathe. And a lot of times when you're uncomfortable, you get more worked up. So it's really important that you help control your stress response. Breathe into your belly, into your pelvic floor. And start with just 10 breaths and make that a part of your routine, whether it's in the morning before you get out of bed or when you're at work. Just take a minute, lay on your office floor and just breathe, and take a minute to reset before you start getting busy answering emails and responding and putting out fires. So after you've taken a moment in step 1 just to simply unload and breathe and help calm your nervous system, what I want you to do is consider step 2, especially to help control if you have any flare-ups. What I want you to do is focus on the cat-camel position, pelvic tilts, which can be really useful, and what's called a sciatic nerve glide. Now the first one, the cat-camel, you've probably seen before. So while you're down on all fours, just like this, you can repeat that 10 to 20 times. And for your pelvic tilts, when you're lying on your back, you even do these before you get out of bed. Just simply flex, extend, flex, extend. And you can do this one 10 to 12 times just to help get things moving so your spine's not so stuck and immobile, because mobility is going to be key to helping you heal and get back on track. Of course, those nerve glides, when you're sitting at your desk, what I want you to do is just practice tensioning the bottom of the nerve. So just like this, bring yourself up, toes up, head back, feet down, head forward. And what I'll do is if you're getting particular symptoms in one side, focus on doing that side. And you're thinking about, remember those nerves I showed you from your brain down your spinal cord all the way out the bottom? Well, guess what? You're thinking about taking those nerves and just running them through the tube. So you bring your toes up, lean your head back, and then flex your head down and relax. With this, you want to do this multiple times a day, especially if you find yourself flaring up. I mean, you want to be proactive about it, but if you find yourself having a flare up, take a moment to do 10 to 12 nerve glides and also see what happens in terms of helping you move better, just getting more comfortable. And in step 3, I want you to learn how to support your spine. So what you're going to do is actually just work on strengthening your glutes and your low back. Now this one, I mean, remember, this is going to take consistency with all these things, right? You can't just do them once or twice and hope for the best. You have to literally, one learning session builds on the next, much like you got better at your job or maybe you've fitnessed in the past. It takes some repetition to make a change. So what you're going to do is just lay on your back, and I want you to work on strengthening your glutes, your core, and your low back. So for this last part, what I call step 3, is I want you to work on just supporting your spine, because remember, many of those small muscles, including your glutes, your prime movers, aren't conditioned as well as they should be. So I want you to do some simple conditioning. And what you're going to do is you're going to start with the dead bug, and then of course I want you to progress to the glute march. And how that's going to look is you're going to be down on the ground, down on your back just like this. And while you're here, you can start with just this, keeping your hands again just like you're doing the 360 breathing. You can do the march. This is a light version of stabilizing your core. You can do 10 to 15 marches on each foot, and then rest the whole time, keeping your neutral spine, keeping yourself stiff, not allowing for your stomach lifting to the ceiling. Now, to progress it, you're going to do one of these, and what I want you to do is just drop down and come up. Drop down and come up. You're going to do 8 to 10 reps on each side, and this one we call the dead bug, or a variation of the dead bug. And you're doing just like this, everything pointing to the ceiling, straight down and back up. Now, you got to condition your glutes. So what you're going to do is the march. I'm going to bring you up just like this. And what you're going to do is just focusing, not shifting side to side, keeping your core stable and firing your glutes. And with this, 10 to 12 reps per side. Remember, there are some simple steps we're using to get back on track, and it all started out with helping to understand, the calming effect of your nervous system and just breathing in that 90-90 rest position. So it started there. Number 2, well, guess what? We started to mobilize things in terms of sciatic nerve flossing, the cat-camel, and just doing pelvic tilts. And finally, step 3 was simply, bringing it back to conditioning your core muscles as well, conditioning your core muscles and your glutes, because those are going to be important prime movers to help you get on with your day, especially if you're a man or woman in your 30s, 40s, or 50s, and maybe you have kids and you're trying to do all those key tasks, carry the groceries, carry the kids, pick them up, move around, and be at your best. So consider those simple things today. And remember, as I was sharing earlier, consistency is so key in terms of helping you get back on track. So start small. Pick something that you can do every single day. Pick a period of time, let's say 60, 90 days to do it regularly to start to make a difference and build you up. And the trick is, when things start going better, don't quit on yourself in terms of the movements and activities that got you there. So still pick a pace that you can maintain. You're literally conditioning yourself for work and your day-to-day activities to keep up with life better. Okay? Otherwise, thanks so much for tuning in today. It's a pleasure having you. And of course, as I've shared in the past, many people don't necessarily have that awareness about better spinal function for better health and healing, and better function equals more health. So if you found this useful, my only ask, because you got a big mission, you can't do it alone, take a moment and actually share this to your feed so someone else can get some benefit. They have sciatica. Or if you're thinking of somebody, grab the URL and send it directly off to them. I appreciate your consideration very much, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. And remember, you're far stronger, more resilient, and resourceful than you may have necessarily been led to believe. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.